Hi everyone. Good morning. Miss Universe just ended a couple of minutes ago, but just wanted to take this opportunity to speak to everyone, and let's have a conversation on what just happened in the 69th edition of Miss Universe. And let's have a post Miss Universe assessment. Let's talk about the winner, Miss Andrea Meza of Mexico. Did she meet our expectations? Yung ating bang bet in the top 5 won or not? So let's start the show today. Hello everyone. We have 36 people watching right now. Hello Ryan Blink. Hello baby Ryan, Matt Angeles, Joanne. I am Griffin Opada. Anyway, so how's everyone today? Anong reactions natin, guys? Please type your comments down below on how you feel about the Miss Universe edition. Well, first and foremost, I'm extremely sad. You know this. I'm sure you know this already. That I'm extremely sad that obviously our baby girl, Rabia Mateo, did not reach the top 10 this morning, and I'm extremely disappointed, obviously, that Rabia did not make it to the top 10. But you know, at the end of the day, as I said last night in my post, win or lose, it's Rabia Mateo that we choose. So let's start the show by talking about the overall production value of Miss Universe. Well, to be perfectly honest, guys, I was a little disappointed that the show was not a marked improvement from the preliminary competition. I thought that Miss Universe final competition will be much better than the preliminaries, because we had a lot of complaints about the lighting, about the camera angles, about the general flow of the show. And I would have to agree with many of your comments that in fact it wasn't really much improved as compared to the preliminary competition. So that was a little bit of a letdown. However, I still maintain my position a couple of days ago that the fact that they were able to hold the Miss Universe this year is already a great achievement. You know, guys, the US has the most number of cases. If I'm not mistaken, more than 10% of its population has contracted the COVID virus. And therefore, the fact that they were able to even stage a pageant despite everything that's going on, it is a testament to how to the hard work of the Miss Universe organization to even bringing us this this edition of Miss Universe. I really hope that the next edition, which apparently a lot of people are saying that it's going to be in Costa Rica, I hope that Costa Rica would be able to provide us a more exciting and a competition that we all have been expecting from Miss Universe, especially during the IMG era. Right, since 2015, I thought that all of the editions of Miss Universe, my favorite being the 2018 one in Bangkok, Thailand, be having one of the best productions ever in Miss Universe. I thought that really that was the best. So I hope that the next edition in Costa Rica will be much better also. And how about you guys? How did you feel about the performance of the girls? I see a lot of comments here, guys. Please let's keep the comments positive. I know it's difficult to be positive at this time, and I myself, I don't encourage toxic positivity. But at the same time, let's not bash. Let's give legitimate, healthy comments so that we can elevate the conversations on pageantry. Ako, yes, I agree with Arlene Aremia that the program, yes, lacked a little bit of luster and excitement, as I said, unlike the previous years when it was more glossy, the production was on point, it was a snappy show, and obviously the hosts did not compare to our beloved Steve Harvey. I thought Steve Harvey is a good host. It's always very fun. He is very engaging, and I missed Steve Harvey's hosting skills tonight. Tomorrow, this morning here in Manila. So yeah, I thought that the hosting was a little bit lackluster. Thank you for this positive comment, Jeron. Jeron says, congratulations to all the girls. Winners silang lahat. Yes, the fact that they're even able to compete in the Miss Universe stage today is already an achievement by and of itself, because again, the COVID pandemic has prevented many girls, especially girls from Africa, from even competing in Miss Universe. So the fact that they were actually on that stage in Seminole sa Hard Rock Cafe is an amazing achievement already. Yes, I have to agree with you, Ryan Blink. Yeah, I miss Steve Harvey also. Yes, Faith Isabel, I absolutely miss Steve Harvey also. Before we go to the Q&A, how did we feel about the swimsuit competition? How did we feel about the swimsuit competition? I thought the swimsuit competition, parang hindi masyado na bigyan ng attention, anong focus yung mga girls. Right? I really thought that unlike the previous editions when the girls were really able to strut down the runway, and the camera angles really gave a lot of attention to the body, to the face, smoother yung transitions between shot to the next. I thought that wasn't really achieved in this edition of Miss Universe. For oh yeah, I love this. Thank you so much, Harry Potter, for saying this. We need to be appreciative of Rabia's performance. She worked so hard for all of us. Yes, wag natin pasikatin yung mga bashers. Again, guys, the best way to deal with bashing is not to deal with it. Right? Yes, and this is we're starting our next decade strong. I think that the top 21 placement this year is very good. Nakapagpakita ng swimsuit si Rabia, and I thought that she did perform well in the finals night for the swimsuit competition. I agree also with Gabriel Magdaraog. Gabriel Magdaraog says that parang medyo mabilis yung pangyayari sa swimsuit. I absolutely agree. I thought that the swimsuit parang hindi nga nabigyan ng medyo marami-raming time yung girls to really showcase what they can do on that stage. Unlike, say, for example, Catriona's here, where the runway was so long, ang haba-haba nung runway nila Catriona, and talagang ang ganda ng production value. The stage was impactful. So absolutely agree. Oh, thank you for this, Mark. And we need to send Rabia our messages of love and support. Thank you so much, Rabia, for representing the Philippines so well. Love this also, Sheila May Perez. Miss Rabia Mateo is still the best. I'm so proud of her. She's stunning. The body is curvy and the walk was amazing. She's my Miss Universe 2020. Yes, very happy that she made it to top 21 also. There were so many strong girls this year, to be honest. And hindi ako kinabahan that Rabia will not make it to the top 21. I was 101% sure that she was going to make it. But at the end of the day, guys, it's still a beauty pageant. And beauty pageants, you really depend on the selection committee in this case and the judges' preferences for those who will advance to to top 21, to top 10, to top 5, and who eventually will win the crown. So, well, the judges' preferences tonight, guys, were really not in our favor. But you know what? There's always next year. There's always Miss Universe 2021, and we can definitely go back to that. To that thought that there's still a lot to look forward to. Yes. Oh, I agree, Cliff, and I'm so excited because you know what? Obviously, guys, I am Q&A trainer for Rabia and for Aces and Queens, and therefore I I know Rabia's capabilities in Q&A. And so let's go to the Q&A right now. Well, first of all, who were in the top 10, right? So the top 10 were Jamaica, Dominican Republic, India, Peru, Australia, Puerto Rico, Thailand, Costa Rica, Mexico, and Brazil. Yung favorite ko talaga doon kanina, what I saw from the preliminary rounds was Jamaica. I really love Jamaica, especially the gown. The pink gown was something that I really, really loved. And I was hoping that Jamaica would make it. You know, Jamaica has never won Miss Universe. So it would have been lovely to see Miss Jamaica finally take home Jamaica's first crown. But unfortunately, that is not the case because she did not make it to the top 5. Now in the top 5, we have the Dominican Republic, India, Peru, Brazil, and the eventual winner, Andrea Meza of Mexico. So, ako, what were my thoughts? What were my feelings in the top 5 Q&A? Right? So, first one, in terms of the top 5 questions, we heard 2 COVID questions, right? One for Miss Mexico and the second one from Miss India. For Miss Mexico, my thoughts on her answer was that she was a little bit hesitant. Parang hindi ko masyado naramdaman yung passion in answering the question, and medyo parang hindi siya, what do you call this? It wasn't, she wasn't sure what she was gonna say. And therefore, it really felt tentative, and I wasn't particularly impressed with Mexico's answer. With India, I thought that India's content was okay. She did give us the answer on balancing between the economic interests of a country, and likewise the fate, the health of the people. But the problem I thought was that the delivery was a little bit lackluster for India. I thought that, India being the hotbed of COVID right now, she could definitely have capitalized on that, on the emotional aspect of the answer. Because as I always say, guys, content is only secondary. That's only secondary when it comes to Q&A performances in the Miss Universe stage or any pageant stage for that matter. And therefore, even though the content of India was okay, she started, I thought, strong in terms of content because she talked about what India is experiencing right now. But I thought that the emotion really did not match what she was saying, di ba? Kailangan sana talagang na I was lacking in terms of passion. I was looking for a little bit emotionality in her answers, and nanghihinayang ako because India could definitely have capitalized on India's experience. So I really expected more from India in the top 5 Q&A. Brazil, on the other hand, I thought that the delivery was good. She was a little bit more passionate than India. But in terms of being responsive to the question, I thought that responsiveness was a little bit lacking on Brazil's part. Because the question is how do you convince the countries to be a little bit more gender equal? And instead of answering the question, what she said that, we should encourage girls to take up space. Not really take up space. I forgot exactly what she said. But she put the burden on the women. She put the burden on the girls to make sure that they occupy those leadership positions in their countries, which is not really responsive to the question because it is not pointed to the women themselves. It's pointed to the entire society. It's pointed to the government. What can governments and societies in those countries do in order to encourage women to take up leadership positions? So I wish that Brazil had been more responsive, right? In terms of Dominican Republic, I loved Dominican Republic's answer. Where's my notes on that? Parang Dominican Republic's answer was where's my notes on that? Dominican Republic talked about leadership, was asked a question on leadership, very similar the question to Zozie Bini last year. Again, it wasn't very responsive. She talked about her family, being a family of women, and really had no significant contribution to the answer that was asked of her. Diba? How do you further it? How do you further the question or the idea of leadership? She personalized it a little bit, but I thought that the personalization again wasn't responsive to the question. Peru. Peru, on the other hand, my gulay. Peru, I thought was amazing in the top 5 Q&A. I really thought that Peru nailed it. Bar none, the best answer in the Q&A round in the top 5 was Peru. The question to her was sexual abuse or domestic abuse. And she used amazing words like I admire them and they are survivors. And she even personalized it by saying that she herself is a survivor of sexual abuse. She even ended it by saying that we will not be, I think it was silenced anymore, or that we should speak out. These are very powerful messages that she sent out to the universe, right? There was a call to action in the end. There was personalization. There was impact statement. The buzzwords, the keywords that needed to be highlighted for this type of question was absolutely there. And Peru nailed it. I thought that Peru was absolutely number one. Walang kaabog-abog. I'm not mincing my words here, but Peru definitely was the best answer in the top 5 Q&A. And a lot of you agree. Fab and Chic at 50 agrees that Peru did have the best answers. Faith Isabel 1 also said that she gave the best answers. And a lot of comments here also really highlighted that. But another thing that I really love Peru's answer is that aside from the content, the delivery was so passionate. Because when you talk about sexual abuse, and especially if you're coming from a personal experience, the emotions, the eyes, the delivery must match the strength of the message. And Peru did that, executed that absolutely well. Yes, I agree, Faith Isabel. I thought that Peru was absolutely robbed this year. I thought Peru should have won based solely on the performance in the top 5 Q&A. Kai Lapus also agrees that Peru was so good. Absolutely agree. And you know what, guys? Ito medyo personal tayo, alright? Modesty aside, Rabia would have been prepared for the top 5 questions. She would definitely have been prepared for the top 5 questions. Even the way the questions were formulated, Rabia would have been prepared. So I'm very sad. Kanina, guys, hindi nyo na lang nakikita ngayon, naghilamos na ako, but I was really crying a while ago when Rabia didn't make it to the top 10. I cried because I've seen Rabia, we've been training, since she became part of Aces and Queens last year, since February, March of last year, until last night when we were still texting about, just messaging her, no more Q&A tips, nothing like that. But it was more of, Rabia, we're here for you. Rabia, just execute. Rabia, just have fun. And ayan, naiiyak na naman ako. But, I saw how dedicated she was. I really saw how, she wanted to win this for the Philippines. And it really, I'm really sad that, she wasn't able to showcase her beautiful gown by Fernie Amato, and absolutely sad that she wasn't able to hold the mic in the top 5 Q&A, because I'm confident that if had she been given the opportunity to hold the mic and to speak, I definitely think that she would have done really well. Yeah, Faith, I agree. Rabia would have nailed the Q&A. Guys, let's not let's not spam the chat group. Let's not blame anyone. Wala pong blaming game to. We're just here together to have a friendly conversation between pageant enthusiasts and pageant fans. And so, guys, I'm here to answer all of your questions that you may have. Anything that you wanna pag-usapan natin, pero sana pag-usapan natin in a very respectful way. We can criticize. Let's criticize. I've already criticized some aspects of the pageant, and I've already told you that Peru definitely nailed the top 5 question and answer. So it's okay to have constructive criticism, but it's not okay to be offensive, guys. Ha, please lang. All right. Reggie Bacod agrees that Peru had the best answers. Top finalists. To be fair, yes, absolutely, Faith. No, I am not. I'm not saying that none of them were deserving of being in the top 10. Jamaica, Dominican Republic, India, Peru, Australia, Puerto Rico, Thailand, Costa Rica, Mexico, and Brazil definitely all deserved it. Even in the top 5, I myself had a hard time deciding which of the top 10 should have made it to the top 5. So I'm very happy with the top 5 as well when they got there. But if I may be completely honest with you guys, I was left hanging with the Q&A performances of a majority of those that reached the top 5. It wasn't as powerful as I expected it to be. I was a little bit disappointed with India's performance. I thought that India, with the entire social media, messaging, her story, I thought that India definitely could have delivered more on that stage in terms of Q&A. This is a good question, Robin Panlilio. What happened to Nepal? I have no idea, Robin. We don't know what happened inside the closed door interviews, right? So we don't know how she performed there. Also, Robin, it's possible that the performance in the preliminary gown and swimsuit was not to the liking of the judges. I wasn't particularly fond of her pose with both her hands in the back. It looked a little bit like it's a what do you call this? Parang style in the 1990s. So maybe the judges didn't like that. We don't know. But yes, I was a little bit surprised also that Nepal did not make it to top 21. Oh, Christian, Rabio. I don't know if Rabio would want to do this again because of all the stress that she's felt. But thank you for that. That's yeah. This one, yeah, South Africa, it was a little bit of a surprise for me as well because I thought South Africa, had a strong message, incredibly beautiful in the face, had a good body. The gown was a little bit off for me, but was very creative. It was very different. It wasn't something that I've seen on the Miss Universe stage as of late. So yeah, I was quite surprised with Miss South Africa being left out of the top 21. Attorney, what's the story of Ate Rabia's national costume? Right. The design really was by, we all know this, by the late Rocky Gothercole. And it's really a celebration of the Filipino spirit, of the Filipino flag. And I love the idea of the national costume because it's something very different that we haven't seen. Maybe the closest that we've seen to Rabia's national costume is that one by Rachel Peters. It's a little bit more sexy and very different from the traditional Miss Universe Philippines national costumes that we've seen. So that's the story of that national gown. It's really harking to the Philippine colors. Obviously, it does that. Momofuku agree. Nepal, South Africa were surprise for me. Were surprise exclusions from the top 21 from me. This is a good question, and I'll go to this a little bit later. I'll give you my comments on the top 5 word challenge later, Catherine. We'll discuss that later. Oo, grabe naman to, Rose Val. Pagpapahingahin muna natin si Ruby, and let's just celebrate the fact that she represent the Philippines so well. Right? Pagpahingahin muna natin siya. But yeah. Actually, another one that was a surprise for me, and you know this, guys, if you've seen pageant talk, the last pageant talk episode, Canada was in my top two, actually. Canada was in my top two. But again, guys, as I always say, that's why I don't like having my own top picks, my hot picks, because there are so many aspects of the competition that we don't see. Like, we definitely see the passerella in the evening gown and in the swimsuit. But a big part of the competition is the closed-door interviews, and that's something that we have never seen. He never naman dinidiscuss or nilalabas yung mga videos from the closed-door interviews, right? I don't know what happened in the closed-door interviews, but yes, I'm shocked that Canada didn't even make it to top 21. Kaylee, yeah. Oh, thank you so much for this, Tinsy. Thank you so much for the love and the support, guys. The Rabia absolutely made us proud. I am so incredibly, unabashedly, 100% walang kaabog-abog proud that Rabia was our representative to Miss Universe this year. And, just send her our love, direct messages with all of your love and your messages of support to her, because she really deserves all of that appreciation from us Filipinos. Kasi talagang pinasa niya ang buong Pilipinas when she represented us this evening in Miss Universe. Right. Surprise for South Africa also, agree. This is a very good point, Alex Austria. Congratulations to all the Asian countries who made it to the semifinals this year. Let's be more prepared next year. I like that. The positive outlook for next year, Alex. So let's recap, guys, who made it from the Asian countries to Miss Universe Top 21. We have, first of all, the first Asian country called into the Top 21, and something that I'm really happy about was Miss Myanmar. Guys, yung story ni Miss Myanmar, diba? Miss Myanmar lost her luggage. And the gown, I don't know if you've seen the gown. I saw some pictures of the gown on Instagram and on Twitter. The gown that she was originally supposed to wear, my gosh, was above and beyond more beautiful than the one that she eventually wore on the preliminary competition stage, even in the final stage. That red gown was spectacular. And also, obviously, with what's happening in Myanmar right now, I think the Miss Universe organization and the judges, the selection committee, sent a strong message that Myanmar, you are not forgotten. Myanmar, we are here praying for you and listening to you. Now, the Miss Universe organization can only do so much, right? But the fact that the candidate of Myanmar this year made it to the top 21, if it provides a little bit of hope, if it provides a little bit of happiness, of distraction to the sad and distraught people of Myanmar, is a good message to send. So really happy that Myanmar made it to the top 21 this year. The next to the top 21 from Asia is Indonesia. Ayuma was really good in the preliminary competition and in the evening gown. She's so statuesque, she's so tall. And Indonesia is starting to bubble up, right? Guys, they placed last year with Catriona. They placed last year, and they were even in the top they were in the top 10 last year, and this year they placed again. So Indonesia is definitely stepping up its game, and I'm so happy that another ASEAN country made it to the top 21. India, of course, was called after Argentina. And India has always been a favorite, especially in the hot picks, and even in Aces and Queens, she was one of the girls that we saw, had the potential to really challenge for the Miss Universe crown this year. I'm so happy that India made it. After India, obviously, Philippines was called. And, mag-isa lang ako here in the condo. Hindi ko kasama sila Ian, sila Oyel. We were supposed to watch Miss Universe together. But things happened. And really happy. Obviously, we expected it for Philippines to be in the top 21. Next is we had Thailand. Amanda Obdam was a consistent performer in the preliminary swimsuit and the preliminary gown competition. She had a strong presence to her, very solid performance. It was strong but subdued. It wasn't extra, it was just perfect performance. So I really did expect Amanda to reach the top 21 easily as well. And this one is a bit of a surprise for many of us in the Philippines that Vietnam was the one that what do you call this? That Vietnam won the vote, the fan vote. I was really expecting that that the Philippines would get the fan vote this year, but I guess Vietnam has a strong Miss Universe following. In Vietnam has been sending really strong girls. Obviously, Nin, Miss Vietnam of 2018. What is their highest placement so far? I'm also a big fan of Hong Pham, Miss Vietnam of 2015, PS competitor from Vietnam this year, from that year. And this year, I think Vietnam really did stand out as well. I was kind of expecting Vietnam to reach the top 21 even without the fan vote. But yes, she eventually made it to the top 21 in any case, and therefore it all doesn't matter now. So, we out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Asian candidates in the top 21, 5 of them were from Southeast Asia. So really happy to see that this year. We're again seeing really positive comments about Rabia. She's really smart, genuine, beautiful inside and out. She is a winner. Yes, Harry Potter. Sige. Yes, ilalabas ko na ngayon. Sige, ilalabas ko na yung Q&A ni Rabia. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to send that to my phone. And after I send that to my phone, ipapalabas ko ngayon dito yung Q&A training namin ni Rabia na walang sound. Na walang sound before. Na a lot of people were asking me for the sound of that one. Let's do it right now. And while waiting for that, hold on guys, there. Rabia is very pure and authentic. Love this. I'm gonna share with you guys later my thoughts on who I thought should have won tonight. I think for those who've been joining us since kanina, I think you already have an idea who my top pick was to win after the top 5, right? Feeling ko alam yun na kung sino yun. Ayan. Okay, I'm sending the video right now and I'm gonna show to everyone the video of Rabia answering the top 5 Q&A. All right? Not top 5 Q&A, sorry. During our training. Actually, in the next couple of days, I'll share more, guys. And now that Miss Universe is done, what do you call this? We can share more. We can share more things to you right now. After. Okay. Hold on. Okay, where is it? Where are the... Okay, I can't find it right now, guys. I'm so sorry. Videos. Okay. Where did it go? Hold on. I'll send it to myself one more time. There. So how did you guys feel? How did you guys feel about the Okay, here it is. Oops. Where did I save it? Oh, it's in downloads. Okay, hold on. Hi. So guys, yeah, I mean, I know I know how we all feel. We're a little bit sad. We're a little bit disappointed, but not on Rabia's performance. Not once did I doubt that Rabia did so well in this competition. I think she is the best representative we could have sent this year to the Miss Universe pageant, and I could not be happier that Rabia is our representative. Right? How about you guys? Let's send messages of love to Rabia. She really deserves all of the love, all of the support, and all of the encouragement. Oh, there, finally. Yes. Ay, bakit ayaw? Oh, alam ko na kung bakit. Okay. I think it's because I'm running out of desk space. So guys, yeah, hello sir. Oh, wag naman ganon. Let's not say things like, judges were biased or anything. We wouldn't want to be accused of that. Oh, this is good. This is this is an idea, guys. I'll see if Rabia is what do you call this is ready. Whenever she's ready, we will invite her to conversations with Attorney JV, guys. All right. Okay, not sure what's happening. Bakit ayaw niya? Okay, ayaw niya talagang magpakita. Alright. Okay, I think I know what to do now. I think I can just share my screen around. Ayun. So guys, what did you think about the top 5 last word? What did you think about the top 5 last word? Okay. My thoughts on the top 5 final statement was to be perfectly honest with you guys, I wasn't particularly impressed with Mexico's final statement. I wasn't really impressed. It wasn't very responsive to the word that she picked, and really disappointed there. For Miss, who was the next one that was called? It was Dominican Republic. Sorry, no, it was, who was called next? Oh, it was India that was called next for free speech. Again, there was no power in Miss India's speech. The delivery was a little bit lackluster again. She looked so unsure. She looked so nervous. And that's a little bit disappointing because they were given the words already in advance. Right? They were given the words, I believe it was Saturday last week when they, Sunday, 2 Sundays ago, when they were given a chance, or when they were given the words already. The other words that did not make it was the role of the United Nations. That was another word challenge. Since you were already given a week, I would have expected a little bit more content. I would have expected a little bit more of a powerful final statement to the in the top 5. And yes, I share your comments, Marie, that I was a little bit disappointed as well with that. Guys, hindi ko talaga siya ma-send for some reason. Hold on, ha. Don't know why it's not showing up. I think it's because my iCloud drive is full. Maybe that's why. Let's send it. Right. So how about you guys? How did you feel about Miss Mexico's answer and Miss India's answer in the final statement? How did you how did you feel about that? How did you feel, guys? Yeah. Okay. I think there. I think we finally have it.
Success in whatever field, be it economic, social, political, or academic. So what is the relevance of a beauty pageant?
Beauty pageants are here to influence other people to believe that as a female you have the power to create an impact, to leave a legacy. It may be a legacy of compassion, of service, or of excellence. You can be whoever you want to be and become a beauty queen as well. Because for me, at the end of the day, if you have the power to show other people that you have a purpose in life, then you can be a beauty queen in your own simple ways.
Okay.
So, guys, how did you feel about that? How did you feel about Rabia's answer there? Um, yeah, I thought that there was a lot of power in that answer, and that would have been the kind of performance that we would have seen had Rabia been in the top five. So, ay, hindi pa nagpe-play. All right. Did you wanna hear that? Ano? Did you wanna hear that again one more time? Gusto niyo ulitin ko? Okay, I'll repeat it again one more time, ha?
In this day and age, there are many opportunities for young women to achieve success in whatever field, be it economic, social, political, or academic. So what is the relevance of a beauty pageant?
Beauty pageants are here to influence other people to believe that as a female you have the power to create an impact, to leave a legacy. It may be a legacy of compassion, of service, or of excellence. You can be whoever you want to be and become a beauty queen as well. Because for me, at the end of the day, if you have the power to show other people that you have a purpose in life, then you can be a beauty queen in your own simple ways.
Okay.
So, yeah. Ang galing talaga ni Ibyang. Ang galing-galing ni Ibyang sumagot. And I mean, obviously I can't. All right, okay. So let's move on now, guys, to the other answers in the final statement, right? In the next statement, we had Brazil, right? And this time, when I was disappointed in Brazil's top 5 Q&A, I think she redeemed herself in the final statement. She was given the word mental health, and it's obvious that she did her research. Siya yung talagang nag-research, nagbasa, nag-prepare ng sagot sa head niya kung anong sasabihin niya, kung mapipili niya yung mental health as a question. She used the right words. She used the words to normalize. She used the words empathy. So there was a lot of content, a lot of really good buzzwords there. And what I really loved the most was that she was very passionate about it. There was a call to action in the end. And I really thought that, Brazil redeemed herself in this round. And because of that, I actually placed her in my first runner-up. So the placement for Brazil for me was, in my opinion, was the correct placement. How about the Dominican Republic? Now, I again was disappointed with Dominican Republic's answer on poverty, right? Poverty is, again, they were given the words in advance. And therefore, you would have expected someone to have a little bit more preparation if the answers and the questions were rather if the topics were given to you ahead of time, right? She did give us facts at the start. She did give us the rate of poverty, but it wasn't followed up with a strong narrative. What was her position on it? How could we solve poverty? What is the root cause of poverty? Parang medyo lutang, medyo generic yung mga sagot and not really pointed, despite the fact that she already had an opportunity to prepare. Peru. Peru was the only one consistently giving us amazing answers in the top 5, both in the Q&A and in the final statement. She was given the word climate change, and I loved that she started by saying the term collective responsibility, because it is correct. The collective responsibility of the international community is the only way we can combat climate change. It's not only the rich countries, it's not only the poor countries, it's every single country. But what I loved was that she went down even further, that it is in the grassroots where climate change can be really solved. And in our own simple ways, according to her, we can definitely solve the problem of climate change. She even used words like recycling, which was specific to how we can address the question on climate change. And I thought that the delivery was also on point. Diba? She was again very passionate. She had a call to action for people to really take care of the planet because we are only here. What did she say? We are only here one time. I thought that was a really good ending to the final statement. And so that's my comment. Now. The question is, guys, what was my ranking? Okay, what was my ranking? Yung ranking ko really was Dominican Republic was 4th runner-up. I thought that Mexico should have been 3rd runner-up. I thought India should have been 2nd runner-up. I thought Brazil should have been 1st runner-up. And I thought that Peru should have been Miss Universe. That's my ranking. I don't know if you agree with my final ranking, but that's my final ranking. Let me recap that. All right. So my final ranking is 4th runner-up is Dominican Republic. 3rd runner-up should have been Mexico. 2nd runner-up, fourth Dominican Republic, 3rd runner-up Mexico, 2nd runner-up should have been India, 1st runner-up was Brazil, and Miss Universe for me should have been Peru. Right? Peru, what do you call this? To be honest, the top 5 for me was not the most strikingly beautiful top 5 I have ever seen. I think that facially there were stronger candidates that were left in the top 10. I really loved Jamaica. Jamaica in the top 10 was one of my favorites. Facially, I thought Costa Rica was incredibly beautiful. I also thought that Thailand, actually, Amanda Obdam, was beautiful also. So facially, it wasn't my strongest top 5 ever. Facially, I love Pia's and Catrione's year. Do you remember sino yung mga kalaban ni Pia in the top 5? You have Ariadna Gutierrez. You had Flora Coquerel. You had Monica Radulovic there. And, who else was there? France. And Miss USA, obviously, Olivia Jordan. Right? And Catriona's here was incredibly beautiful. So you had Tamarind Green. You had Nin from Vietnam. You had You had Puerto Rico that year also, diba? And obviously Venezuela. So that was very strong. Uh, this year, I'm really disappointed in the top five Q&A. I have to be honest, and I disagree with the top five ranking. Right there. Yes, I-11. Sorry. Yes, I forgot about this. Yes, actually, Australia's body was amazing. At saka ang ganda rin ng mukha ni Australia. Australia had, six-pack abs. And yes, Australia could have been in the top five as well. Yes, thank you so much for that, Ariel. Razel. Yes, I think everyone, and even the three what do you call this, commentators, right? Olivia, no, not Olivia, sorry. Paulina, Demi, and Miss USA all had Peru as their winner. So yes, I think there's a general consensus that Peru was a lot of the people's favorites. But again, guys, and I've already made my opinion on this. I wouldn't bash the judges. And I will not say that there was cheating involved. I don't think there was. Obviously, hindi natin nakikita lahat yung aspeto ng competition. Right? And again, at the end of the day, beauty pageants are a subjective game, and it boils down to the preferences of the judges. And the judges probably saw something in Mexico in the closed door interviews. They probably saw something in Miss Mexico during the live performance that we didn't see on TV. So, as much as, we give our comments and we give constructive criticisms, and obviously we're entitled to that, diba? Sabi nga ni Miss India, free speech is important in any democracy. I fully respect the decision of Miss Universe organization, and I fully support the new Miss Universe, the 69th Miss Universe, Andrea Meza. I really hope that she has a meaningful, not really year, diba? Hindi siya makakakompleto ng year niya as Miss Universe, because there might be another Miss Universe in December. But I really wish Andrea Meza, our new Miss Universe, the best of luck as she reigns as the 69th Miss Universe. So guys, that's it for me today. For those who try to watch the show this morning, I am extremely apologetic for that. I slept in. I woke up at 7:30 this morning. But thank you for joining us today after Miss Universe, our post assessment. I hope that we can move on. I hope that we can share love and express our support to our new Miss Universe, Andrea Meza, because she does deserve it. At the end of the day, Miss Universe is more than the girl that wears the crown. Miss Universe is an organization. Miss Universe is a sisterhood of all of the crown, the title holders, and even those that competed on the Miss Universe stage. And that's something we should be celebrating. We should be very happy that Miss Universe was held for 2021, and I'm very grateful to the Miss Universe organization for all of their hard work. So guys, marami pa tayong pagtutuunan ng pansin. Binibining Pilipinas is soon, Miss World Philippines is soon, and a new Miss Universe Philippines will be crowned sometime September or October this year. So we have a lot to be grateful for. We have a lot to look forward to in the pageantry world, and I'm very excited where we're all headed. Rabia, thank you so much for representing the Philippines well. I love you. I will see you when you get back, and you are my Miss Universe. Thank you so much, and arigatou gozaimasu.